Growing your wealth through physical assets in the United States is one of the most stable and transparent approaches for long-term financial security. The American market offers clear regulations, reliable documentation systems, and strong property rights, which make it easier for individuals to protect their assets and build them gradually. This guide focuses on a simple, ethical, transparent, and practical framework that helps you understand how physical assets can be built step by step without involving any prohibited elements. Every method mentioned is based on real, allowable, and widely practiced strategies inside the United States. Physical assets are items that hold tangible value. These include land, property, equipment, vehicles used for productive purposes, raw materials, and inventory. Unlike digital or speculative assets, physical assets are grounded in real-world usefulness. They can produce income, appreciate in value, or support a business operation. Many people in the US use physical assets to grow their financial stability because they want something that can be seen, touched, and used. The goal of this part is to explain how you can approach asset growth in a structured way and build your foundation without stress or confusion. Before beginning, it is important to understand that consistency matters more than speed. Verifying information, checking legal documentation, and making decisions based on facts, not trends. Every step should be taken slowly and intentionally. Most successful Americans who build strong portfolios start small, analyze their area, research prices, and expand gradually. This removes unnecessary risk and keeps everything clean and transparent. The first step toward building physical assets is gaining clarity about your financial standing. You need to know your monthly income, expenses, savings, and available surplus. This gives you a realistic idea of what you can start with. Even if the amount is small, the key is discipline. Many individuals in the United States begin with small savings and grow steadily over time. What matters most is developing the habit of regularly setting aside money for asset acquisition. When you have a clear picture of your finances, you can decide which type of physical asset aligns with your goals, your budget, and your timeline. The second step is research. In the USA, every city, county, and state has different rules regarding land, vehicles, equipment, and property. It is important to understand market trends, price histories, and local regulations before purchasing anything. Research also includes understanding demand. For example, if you want to acquire small equipment to rent out, you must know which tools are in demand in your area. Similarly, if you want to buy a small storage unit, you need to check occupancy rates. The more knowledge you gather, the safer your decisions become. The third step is focusing on value-producing assets. Physical assets should support your long-term financial strength. This means choosing assets that either generate income or increase in value. For example, land can appreciate over time. A work vehicle can support a small business. Tools can be rented out. Storage space can create steady rental flow. When selecting assets, always ask yourself whether the item has genuine utility. The most stable asset buyers in the United States avoid items that depend on unrealistic expectations. They choose simple, practical assets that hold real-world demand. The fourth step is assessing maintenance obligations. Every physical asset requires care. Properties need repairs. Equipment needs servicing. Vehicles need upkeep. In the US, maintenance standards are well-defined and often documented through service records. Including maintenance costs in your planning ensures that your assets remain functional and valuable. Many people lose money because they ignore this factor. A strong asset strategy always includes a maintenance budget. The fifth step involves legal documentation. The United States has a very organized documentation culture. Property titles, equipment receipts, contracts, inspection reports, and ownership certificates protect you from disputes and fraud. Before purchasing any asset, verify all documents carefully. Make copies, store digital backups, and make sure everything matches public records. This is one of the biggest advantages of building assets in the US. The legal system supports transparency. This means you can grow your assets confidently as long as you follow proper procedures. The sixth step is diversification. Relying on one type of asset is not ideal. Instead, combine small categories. For example, you might own a small storage space, a few pieces of rentable equipment, and a small plot of land. If one sector slows down, the others continue to support your financial stability. Many Americans who successfully grow their physical portfolios follow a gradual diversification method. They do not rush. They add new asset types after understanding how each one works. The seventh step is protecting your assets. In the US, protecting assets usually involves quality storage, secure locations, proper insurance when needed, and regular inspections. The purpose is to maintain value and reduce unexpected losses. Even a simple routine like checking equipment before and after use can save long-term costs. Asset protection is a continuous responsibility, not a one-time task. The eighth step is documenting your progress. Maintain a simple file or digital spreadsheet with details of every asset you acquire. Include purchase dates, expenses, maintenance records, income generated, and present value. This helps you track growth and adjust your strategy. In the United States, detailed record keeping is a major reason why many individuals successfully grow their assets. They always know their numbers. This makes decision-making easier. The ninth step is planning future upgrades. As your income grows, your strategy should evolve. You may start with small tools and later upgrade to larger equipment. You may begin with a small storage unit and later move to commercial space. The American system supports expansion if you plan carefully. Every upgrade should only happen when you have a clear financial foundation, not under pressure or emotion. The final step is patience. Physical asset growth is not a quick process. It is steady, reliable, and rewarding when done correctly. Many people in the United States build strong portfolios over several years through consistent effort, disciplined saving, and wise purchasing. The goal is not to compete with anyone. The goal is to create long-term security and independence. The first principle in long-term asset growth is scaling gradually. Many beginners make the mistake of purchasing multiple assets at once without understanding their full usage and cash flow. The recommended approach in the United States is to scale one asset at a time. Start with an item that produces clear value, monitor its performance over several months, and then reinvest profits to acquire additional assets. Gradual scaling ensures each purchase contributes positively to your overall portfolio and reduces the risk of overextension. By carefully expanding, you maintain full control over all resources and decisions. Second, focus on productivity optimization. Every asset should be used efficiently to generate maximum returns. For example, a small power washer rented for residential cleaning should be scheduled for consistent jobs during weekends or low-demand periods. Similarly, a rental vehicle or tool should be placed strategically to reduce idle time. Recording hours of use, income generated, and expenses ensures you have a clear understanding of net profitability. Optimization also includes minor adjustments like improved scheduling, better transport logistics, and preventive maintenance. The third principle is clustering assets for added value. Clustered assets create complete service packages, which enhance customer satisfaction and increase income potential. For example, if you own a lawn mower, a trimmer, and a leaf blower, offer bundled lawn care services. A carpet cleaning machine paired with a vacuum and spot cleaner forms a comprehensive home cleaning package. In the US, consumers prefer comprehensive solutions from a single reliable provider. Asset clusters allow you to charge premium rates while reducing effort in marketing and client acquisition. Fourth, explore seasonal strategies. Some assets are in higher demand during specific periods. Snow blowers are valuable in winter. Landscaping tools and gardening equipment perform best in spring and summer. Event rentals, like party tents or portable tables, may peak during holidays. Observing seasonal patterns allows you to rotate assets effectively, keeping utilization high year-round. Seasonal planning also informs decisions on when to buy, sell, or temporarily store assets to avoid depreciation or underuse. Fifth, document all activities meticulously. For every asset, maintain a digital or physical record that includes purchase price, maintenance history, income generated, hours used, and projected resale value. This record is essential when expanding operations or seeking financing, and it provides transparency in case of disputes. Detailed documentation enhances credibility and creates a culture of responsibility. Many successful small business operators in the United States rely heavily on clear record keeping to track their growth trajectory and measure efficiency. Sixth, develop risk management strategies. Physical assets, while stable, can face risks such as damage, theft, or wear. Mitigation strategies include secure storage, protective covers, regular maintenance, backup replacements, and liability protection where appropriate. For US-based asset holders, protecting tools, equipment, and vehicles ensures uninterrupted service delivery and avoids sudden losses. Risk management also extends to financial planning. Always retain a reserve fund to handle unexpected repairs, replacements, or temporary downtime. Seventh, invest in minor enhancements. Small upgrades to physical assets can significantly improve efficiency and revenue potential. For example, adding a high-quality accessory to a machine may expand its capabilities or reduce time per job. Upgrading software or organization systems for inventory tracking improves management. These enhancements increase the value of your assets without requiring a complete replacement, leading to higher returns with minimal additional investment. Eighth, leverage local networking. Connections with other small business operators, property managers, or community service providers can increase asset utilization. A person with landscaping tools can collaborate with property management companies. Someone with event rentals can connect with local schools or non-profit organizations. Networking ensures consistent work for your assets and may open doors to opportunities you would not find independently in the United States. Local business networks often lead to reliable, recurring clients. Ninth, understand depreciation and replacement cycles. Every asset loses value over time. Tools and equipment have finite lifespans, and property requires upkeep. Studying historical depreciation rates and expected lifetimes helps you plan purchases, sales, and replacements. Assets with slow depreciation rates are ideal for long-term investment, while items with faster depreciation require more active management. Keeping an eye on replacement schedules ensures your portfolio remains productive and avoids sudden gaps in income generation. 10th, adopt efficient operational systems. Systems reduce wasted time and resources. For example, maintain an organized inventory, establish standardized maintenance schedules, create automated booking or rental forms, and use digital payment systems. Efficient systems allow you to manage multiple assets with minimal friction, increase revenue, and reduce errors. In the United States, small-scale operators who implement organized systems consistently outperform those who rely solely on manual methods. 11th, incorporate asset rotation strategies. Moving assets between uses or locations based on demand ensures maximum utilization. A tool that is rarely used in one city may be in high demand elsewhere. Portable equipment, rental items, and transportable assets benefit from rotation, maintaining both productivity and value. Seasonal rotation, paired with accurate market observation, ensures that no asset remains idle for long periods. 12th, maintain customer relations. Physical asset businesses thrive on repeat clients. Clear communication, consistent service quality, and timely delivery encourage trust and loyalty. In the US, online reviews and testimonials can significantly influence future demand. Encouraging satisfied clients to provide positive feedback enhances credibility and attracts more work. Strong relationships also reduce marketing costs and create a steady flow of business. 13th, integrate modest reinvestment practices. After generating income from assets, reinvest a portion into either acquiring new assets or upgrading existing ones. This reinvestment compounds growth over time. Even small amounts, when added consistently, allow a portfolio to expand without overextending finances. Focus on gradual, predictable growth rather than high-risk ventures. 14th, explore additional value streams. Many physical assets can generate multiple income sources. For example, a vehicle can be used for delivery services, transport rentals, or mobile advertising. Equipment can be rented for private events, short-term projects, or educational purposes. Exploring these streams diversifies income and strengthens the reliability of your portfolio. 15th, optimize cash flow management. Track all income, expenses, and profits associated with each asset. Identify which items produce the highest net return and which require improvement. Effective cash flow management allows you to make informed decisions on scaling, selling, or reinvesting. Spreadsheet-based tracking or simple accounting software is highly effective for small portfolios in the US 16th. Practice patience and long-term thinking. Physical assets grow value and income steadily over months and years. Avoid rushing into large purchases or high-risk items. Focus on consistent, measured accumulation and reinvestment. This disciplined approach ensures sustainable growth and minimizes financial stress. 17th, identify opportunities for clusters or packages. Grouping complementary assets increases income potential and client satisfaction. A cleaning service can combine multiple machines. Landscaping services can combine tools and seasonal supplies. Offering packages increases perceived value and allows higher pricing without increasing workload substantially. 18th, implement preventive maintenance schedules. Regular inspections, cleaning, and minor repairs prevent large costs in the future. US-based operators who adhere to scheduled maintenance consistently achieve higher returns and longer asset lifespan. Preventive care is especially important for vehicles, machinery, and electronics, which depreciate faster if neglected. 19th, establish clear growth goals. Set realistic monthly, quarterly, and annual targets for asset acquisition, revenue, and utilization. Goals provide focus, enable better planning, and motivate consistent action. Track progress against these goals and adjust strategies when needed to remain aligned with long-term vision. 20th, maintain ethical and transparent practices. Always conduct transactions honestly, provide full disclosure when renting or selling assets, and avoid exaggerations in advertising. Trust and reliability are core values that increase client retention and attract new opportunities. In the US market, ethical practices protect your reputation and ensure consistent, uninterrupted growth. 21st, prepare for expansion as your portfolio stabilizes. Explore new categories, locations, or service offerings. Expansion should be gradual, supported by proven performance of existing assets. Use profits and experience gained from small-scale operations to guide decisions. Expansion without preparation can lead to mismanagement or financial strain. 22nd, integrate learning and observation. Continuously observe market trends, customer preferences, seasonal shifts, and local regulations. Learning from experience and adapting strategies enhances decision-making and ensures your assets remain relevant and profitable. In the US, informed operators consistently outperform those who rely solely on past practices. 23rd, plan for asset replacement and resale. Over time, some assets will no longer produce optimal returns. Selling older items at fair value and reinvesting proceeds into newer or more productive assets maintains portfolio efficiency. Proper planning ensures minimal downtime and maximum productivity. 24th, document every client and transaction, maintaining complete records of rentals, payments, service dates, and communications provides transparency and improves operational efficiency. Documentation also builds credibility and reduces disputes. A well-documented system allows scaling to multiple assets and clients while maintaining control. 25th, balance liquidity and stability. Retain some assets that can be sold quickly if cash is needed, while maintaining long-term items that generate steady returns. This balance ensures preparedness for unexpected events while continuing to grow wealth sustainably. 26th, adopt systems for scheduling and allocation. Efficient allocation of assets based on client demand, seasonal needs, or operational logistics maximizes returns and reduces idle time. Software, apps, or even simple spreadsheets can effectively manage schedules and assignments. 27th, review performance regularly. Conduct monthly and quarterly assessments of income, utilization, and maintenance costs. Regular review helps identify underperforming assets and provides guidance for upgrades, replacements, or reinvestment. 28th, stay consistent and disciplined. Asset growth is cumulative. Small, regular actions compound over months and years, producing meaningful long-term results. Focus on steady progress rather than seeking shortcuts or rapid gains. 29th, maintain adaptability. Market conditions, customer preferences, and operational challenges may change. Flexible strategies and openness to adjustments ensure that your assets continue generating income effectively. Successful U.S. operators adapt while maintaining core principles of quality, ethics, and consistency. Finally, create a long-term vision. Every asset you acquire, every service you offer, and every reinvestment you make should align with your ultimate financial goals. Long-term planning, combined with disciplined action, documentation, and ethical practices, ensures that your physical asset portfolio grows steadily, reliably, and sustainably over time. Even small and consistent efforts lead to a strong foundation that supports financial independence and stability.